The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, wrestlers in particular. Wrestlers are so good at manipulating. Did you see that Jordan Burroughs Ben Askren match
last night?
Fucking incredible! How good is that guy?
Jordan Burroughs.
Phew.
Yeah, it's one.
To do that to a guy like Ben Askren, I mean, it just shows you.
Ben hasn't competed, I think, in 9 years.
True,
but Ben is one of the greatest. I mean, I'm a huge fan of his wrestling. It's so interesting. I think that is like the worst matchup for Ben Askren. I think because you're taking one of the most creative wrestlers ever in Ben Askren. I don't want to overstate it, but he is incredibly creative. One of the great pinning wrestlers. So he pins people. He like confuses them and pins them incredibly well. And you put him against basically a freak blast double, like the greatest double leg takedown
maybe of all time.
Of all time.
There was somebody put a clip up that said, "Is this it?"
Yeah.
Somebody put a clip up. Oh shit! He went off the fucking mat into the crowd. That's pretty.
That was
far.
the best part. He defended a takedown. That was the best part.
But that's crazy, man. That they have such a drop off with these guys. Like, you shouldn't really have a platform like that where a guy can fall off into the crowd. That seems so stupid.
It rarely happens.
What the fuck are you talking about? It just happened. Rarely happens. They rarely have these.
It's true.
This just happened. That's a terrible thing. Have that shit flat on the ground. That is so dumb. I can't even believe they did that.
I think this whole match should be contested. It doesn't count.
Well, I don't, you know, I think, look, that's stupid. That's not smart to have a guy who's a fucking powerhouse of a blast double hitting you and sending you flying into the. That's crazy. That is crazy that they didn't have anything in place to stop that. That's the reason why wrestling takes place on the ground, you fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Like, why are you having people wrestle on a platform? That's crazy.
It's a show. So the whole
show. You can have a show where it's on the ground. It's called basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the ground.
I mean, it was worrying because Ben Askren is an MMA fighter, and you get injured with that.
Fuck,
kind of stuff.
right there.
Yep.
Right there. It could have torn his knee apart easily.
Well, the silver lining is that he's okay.
Yeah, the silver lining. and we got to see that. You know, it was interesting. Jordan Burroughs had on his Instagram, there's levels to this. You know, they were raising his hand up, and it's like, that's what we got to see. Because Ben is a phenomenal wrestler. But you're right. He hasn't competed in a long time. He's not necessarily at the level that he was back then, even though he's incredible for MMA standards. Yeah. It's good to see. Like, it's good to see that with boxing. It's good to see that with anything. Like when Floyd Mayweather fought Conor, I think it was good to see that there are really levels to this.
And the interesting thing about Jordan Burroughs, I think he's so good that he's probably going to stay out of MMA.
That's so crazy.
But there are wrestlers.
Here's some clips of it.
I'm not going to show this on YouTube.
Yeah, we can't show it to you people. But who put this on? Flow Wrestling.
Yeah,
Flow Wrestling put this on. I wonder if people are pirating it online or if they put it online, if they're allowing it.
No,
people are pirating it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck stopping that, right? Well, I think people should support Flow Wrestling, though. They do have like a...
I'm a member.
Are you? Oh, look at this. Look at this. God, he's good. Yeah, man. So we're watching this, ladies and gentlemen who are just listening. It's probably boring as fuck for you. But Jordan Burroughs is one of the best wrestlers, really, America's
Olympic
ever
champion,
produced.
3-time world champion.
Yeah.
Lost in the previous Olympics. And he's back at it again.
I wonder if he's ever considered MMA. I know there was some talk about it, but I wonder if he ever really...
I think at this point he is basically a no, but there are a few terrifying people, especially on the Russian side, that I think the heavyweight division and UFC should be really worried. I don't know if you heard about the Russian tank, the 22-year-old from Dagestan.
No, who's this guy? He's a wrestler.
A wrestler.
He's going to fight MMA.
No, he will after 2020. Is what his expectation is. For now, he's probably going to be the greatest wrestler of all time.
Really?
Him against Kyle Snyder, those two heavyweights. Kyle Snyder's American. Another guy.
Is this it right here? The Tank of Dagestan. How do you say his name?
It
says Abdul Rashid Sadalayev.
Abdul Rashid Sadalayev, 22 years old.
Abdul Rashid
and
Sadalayev.
Kyle Snyder. You can do Kyle Snyder versus...
what a great name. Abdul Rashid Sadalayev.
Oof.
That is Russian
So
as
Snyder
fuck.
is 23 years old, and he is another incredible person who will do MMA. And that competition between Snyder, I mean, this is look at the thickness. These guys are monsters, and they're not just.
How much do these guys weigh? 97 kilograms. What is that? 220?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 220 under 215, but they cut for it, right?
Right.
This is just under heavyweight. These
So
guys are
what do
incredibly
you
good.
think they would compete at 205 if they're going to fight
No,
in MMA?
These are heavyweights because
So they would
you have
just,
to remember
just gain
that
the weight.
these are still boys,
Oh,
22, right?
right.
They still haven't gotten the full like.
Yeah, I wonder that about UFC fighters that are thickening up as they get older. I wonder how many of them are damaging their body by cutting weight.
Yeah.
That's
But-
a thick fella. So right now we're just seeing mostly stalemate, and that's from the American guy and the.
Yeah,
but is there like a highlight reel of his or something that we?
Yeah,
can
there
see?
is, but he's pretty young. He's I think he's so he's an Olympic champion. I mean, he goes from the whole line of the Saitiev brothers and the all the Dagestani wrestlers.